It's not about motivation. Winners need discipline. Wake up and win today. Discipline comes from within.
Boxing King Media and Association with Boxer Dave Coldwell. We're ringside from Riyadh to Birmingham.
Yeah. Nice arena, I like it here. What an atmosphere tonight, really, really good. I've seen the Nathan Heaney atmosphere on TV before, but I've never experienced it live, and it was nuts, absolutely nuts.
Just a quick word on Nathan Heaney. Was that the right result? Who did you have winning?
I don't know. I weren't scoring it. Listen, I'm here as a fan. I've got nobody here to, that's fighting. I've just come and watched. I thought it was a very, very close fight. So if it had gone either way, I wouldn't have really screamed robbery. A draw, probably about right, I think. I thought Heaney was nicking a lot of rounds just with his movement and his flicking of his jab. But then later, as the fight went on, the Paul's rounds were clear cut. You know, it was hitting him on the top of the temple, wobbling him, hurting him, and he looked in real trouble. But then I thought it came back and he nicked that last round, I think, and I think that's probably what saved it him.
And I'll talk about the heavyweight fight in a minute, but aside from that, which fight do you think stole the show?
Liam Davis is fantastic. I think the kid's improving all the time. I like his attitude. He's got this fearless attitude. He just wants to go in there and knock people out. Whether that catches up on him when he steps up, then I don't know. But that was a step up for him there. And I expect him to stop. I said to Lee, and I fancy him to stop him. Lee was like, no way. But I didn't expect him to be as quick as that and as dramatic as that. That was brilliant. Really, really good. Classy. So he was the one that stood out for me.
Definitely one of these fighters that people need to get behind. Heavyweight fight, the biggest talking point tonight was JOYCE's return. Most people expected him to stop KASH Ali in 3-4 rounds. Were you surprised he went that long?
No, I know KASH. KASH has been around the gyms, sparred with absolutely everybody. He's very, very experienced in knowing how to look after himself. And when you're going around sparring top fighters, you know how to look after yourself. I just felt as though KASH didn't. I don't think he ever believes enough in his abilities. And you could hear Richard screaming at him to giving him the right instructions of what he needed to do. It was there for him, but he couldn't do it. And the pressure of JOYCE mentally as well can tire you out. And he's a big lump. Listen, he's 2 stone overweight there. When I saw his big head, I thought then, whoa! When he come in with his top on, and you just see the size of his head. As soon as he takes off his top, you see somebody that's coming off for a loss. You would hope at this stage of the career, if they're going to do anything, then they'd be like, right, refocus, dedicated, right, come back in shape. I've got some ground to catch up. It doesn't look like he has. I don't know whether he's just thought, oh, it's KASH Ali, no problem, I'll just walk through him. But that sort of, he got nailed with some big right hands again. It's a good job that KASH Ali's not a big puncher. Because he looks a sitting duck for any heavyweight that's up there is a sitting duck for. So it's not nice to see, because I like JOYCE and he gives everything in every fight. You know, it's tough. He takes punishment. He grinds people down. Gives his all. You don't want to see fighters get like that. But he's there. So they've got to think carefully about what comes next, because it's all well and good now, but in 10 years' time, our fight is like that going to be.
Well, he said post-fight he's happy to fight anyone really. He mentioned AJ, Zhang, Parker. Who do you want to see him fight next?
Nobody. It's none of my business to say, oh, JOYCE, you must retire. I'm not saying that, so I don't know headlines saying, oh, Coldwell says JOYCE must retire. But Coldwell wouldn't like to see JOYCE get punched in the head too many more times.
Could it be, Dave? I remember like a year and a bit ago, I think after the Jermaine Franklin AJ fight, a lot of people were saying AJ should retire. I think you didn't say retire, but you said that, I can't remember what you said, but you was basically the performance was really.
It didn't look like he had that belief and that confidence anymore to go through the years and go for it anymore.
Could it be a similar thing with Joe?
No. Because he's nothing wrong with his confidence walking through. It's the fact that he's taking too many shots, and no disrespect, he's always been known as being slow, but he's persistent, and he just walks through you, grinds you down. That wasn't slow. That was. It was like if I was watching it on TV, I'd have thought that somebody had pressed slow motion. It was super slow, and you could attribute that to being 2 stone of weight, but that's where he's at in his career right now. But he's given so much to the career, and he's getting punched in the head. This ain't football. This isn't where football's legs go and they can just start stroking ball around and get, use the brain to have younger kids running around after them and just pinging it. This is where your head's getting pinged. And so, I don't think it's not good. It's not good to watch anymore. It'll always be entertaining because it's like oohs and ahs. But if you're in the business of if you care about JOYCE, then you got to have hard conversations because you see Anthony Joshua's right hand. You've seen what Zhang can do. Who else is there? Parker now. Parker's a better fighter now than what he was then. Daniel Dubois must be looking at it and say, "Oh, give me that rematch." You won't want him getting nailed with big bombs like that, Whether or not he comes. Listen, I'm not saying there's fighters that I've said before. I've said, "Oh, I think they should, for health-wise, moving forward-wise, enjoying time with your kids and shit like that, they should retire." Doesn't mean that I don't think they can't win fights. It means that I just think that you're taking a lot of punishment now, and it's like maybe time to call it a day. And that's how I see it. So in my opinion, it means fuck all because he'll do what he wants to do.
Last question for you, Dave, before we got to go. A lot of debate. Anthony Joshua is, Eddie Hearn's come out and said he feels AJ is now the best heavyweight on the planet on the back end of the 2 knockout wins under Ben Davison. With that, we'll do a long answer someday down the line, but is he the best heavyweight on the planet?
It can't be because Usyk's beat him twice and Usyk's still fit, well and active and about to go into an undisputed. I understand what he's saying is maybe right now, is he the most informed right now? Usyk's not fought for a while. Fury had coming off the Ngannou fight. So you can say right now, is he the most informed? Maybe. Is he the most dangerous right now? I think so. Now AJ was always when he's going in there seek and destroy, he's always dangerous. He's always like a big puncher. Now he's back to that. He's got the experience of the rounds with Usyk, the rounds with Franklin, the slagging off, the mentality, getting a kick in and coming out of it. Often when you go through shit and you come out of the other side, you become stronger, you become more bulletproof. And I feel now he's a better fighter, but you can't say that he's the best fighter on the planet right now, coming off the back of beating Otto Wallin and Ngannou. You can't. Is he the most dangerous right now? Quite possibly so. I think so.
Well, that's nicely put, Dave. Appreciate your time, and who knows what place. We might see in Sheffield next week, actually.
Definitely. Can't wait. Dalton Smith. That's a really good show, that is.
It definitely is. I'll see you in a few days. Thank you.
I got a question for you. Where can discipline take you? Discipline points you toward your goals.